not only is God going to use us in our neighborhood, but God's using us around the world to impact other people. And so I have the pleasure of having Kailey here today. And so thank you, Kailey, for coming up here and to talk to us about World Vision. You know, I don't know a lot about World Vision. I know that the church does know about World Vision. And I am a swimmer. I don't like to run. So you're trying to convince me. I don't know. You got to pour it on for me. I don't know. What is it? What are you here to tell us about? And maybe you got to try to convince a little bit.
All right, I think we can do that. As Pastor Kurt said, my name is Kailey, and I am so excited to be with you guys today in your living room, maybe on your morning walk, wherever it is that you're tuning in from today. And this is a weird season and a weird time, and I think it's safe to say that our lives have been interrupted by the last several months. And I pray that this has been a time for you to pause, to reflect, and to really focus on what God has before you. In fact, over the past several years, people at Simi have allowed their lives to be interrupted by saying yes to the challenge of running a half or full marathon. And through that, they have raised over $115,000 for kids to get clean water around the world. That's 2,300 kids who no longer have to spend their days walking 6 kilometers for dirty water that will make them sick. 2,300 kids who get to go to school because they don't have to spend their days walking for water. So on behalf of the people that we serve, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the people in this church.
Yeah,
I mean, that is
guys.
truly incredible. But like I said, this is a really strange time. I have a coworker. She starts all of our meetings asking everyone how they're doing on the COVID coaster today. You know, sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. Sometimes it's fun, scary. We're making sourdough. And sometimes it's just scary. And that might make what I have to talk to you about today seem a little bit crazy. But in all reality, I am here to talk to you about combating the secondary effects of COVID-19 right here at home and around the world. COVID-19 itself is scary. But the reality is that in the vulnerable communities where we work, the secondary effects of COVID-19 are actually expected to put more kids' lives at risk than the disease itself because of a lack of access to health care, malnutrition because the markets are closed. And what's one of the ways that we've been told to combat this disease from the very beginning? Wash your hands. But how can you wash your hands if you don't have access to clean water? In 2018, I had the chance to see the effects of an interruption like dirty water has on a community where we work. I was able to go to Zambia and meet a woman named Agnes. Agnes was the only healthcare provider in her community in Zambia, and she would see up to 80 patients a day that in a clinic that did not have access to running clean water. This is the reality in 50% of the healthcare facilities where we work. They don't have access to running clean water. How can the spread of disease be prevented in communities like this? And then when we shift our focus to right here at home, we're more tired, more stressed, more isolated than we've ever been before. A simple Google search for improved mental health will show you that 10 out of the 10 top articles recommend exercise as a way to improve mental health. 8 out of 10 recommend giving to others as a way to improve mental health. Maybe this invitation isn't even just for you. Maybe this is an invitation for you and for your neighbor who you know is struggling. Maybe this is an invitation for somebody else that you know in your life, a chance for you to be in community with those people. I know that this can feel like a lot, right? It can feel like a lot, but I can't help but wonder if maybe this isn't just an interruption, but an invitation into something greater. So I'm here today to invite you to run, walk, crawl through a training experience that will lead up to an epic race experience in March. As of today, that experience is scheduled to be the LA Marathon on March 21st, 2021. But I know some of you are looking at me through the camera right now, and you're saying, Marathon, there's no way that's happening. And I cannot predict the future, but I can say that races don't save lives. You do. And I know I lost some of you because I said the words running and you in the same sentence.
Hey now.
But That's okay, because 80% of our people have never ever done anything like this before, and we have a couch to course training plan that starts with just 20 minutes of run walking. And we are made up of all shapes, all sizes, all ages, all abilities. So I'm inviting you to just say yes, long enough to text in to our info session today. You can do that immediately after the service. You can go ahead and take out your phones. Actually, take out your phones right now. You'll get to the info session immediately after the service. Take out your phones. I'm not kidding. Take them out right now. And you can text the number 44888 with the message Simi Cov. That will take you to our virtual info session. It's 4 minutes long, and then that will take you to all of your next steps. Texting in does not mean you're committing to the team. It just means that I want to know more. I truly believe that God can use us in this season to restore broken circumstances right here and around the world. And I hope that you will say yes to this invitation. And just remember that no matter what, we are in this together.
Kailey, a couple of things you said that were really good. So it says that so exercise helps us, and then being able to do something for other people helps us. And this is doing both of those things, not only helping people for clean water, but helping people around us in our neighborhood. And I feel like for me, boy, I am not a runner. I am, but it's interesting to think about doing that. I feel I could be motivated if I felt like I would do it not only for somebody else somewhere far away, but even for my neighbor, if I felt like that could be really meaningful for them. I don't know. So I feel, how about this? I could be convinced. I am the least runny guy that you maybe know, but I could be convinced. I think if we got could we get 40 people? So 20 people from our church, that you invite 20 friends. If we got 40 people to do it, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
I love it.
And I'll have to do the crawl part, and definitely the couch to the thing. But I'm willing. If you guys are going to do it with me, are you going to do it with me? You have to do it with me. Otherwise, I won't do it. And maybe we'll make Pastor Matt do it too. I think Pastor Matt has to do it as well. Yeah, get him on this thing.
Really put him on the spot there.
So what are some of the steps? So you're going to tell us if we text the number, we'll put the number up there, and then we're going to get all the information for what is involved in that.
Yep.
Okay.
So it'll text a number, it'll send you back a link to click, and the link will send you to a form. On that form, there's a quick 4-minute just info session video, the basics of how things work, and then there's a form to fill out there that gives us your information so we can follow up and make sure you have all of the information that you need. That's
great. And are we going to see Chad Erlenborn? Is he going to run it too?
I will definitely confirm with him.
Okay, let's check with him. He'll probably do it too. We're going to pressure him into it too. We're going to try to get Chad to come with us too. So that's good. We can get everybody.
I'll text him right after this.
That sounds good. Okay. Well, thank you so much for this. I think it is a chance. We are thinking in this season about ways. It's different for us to do church like this, but there are ways for us to be able to love our neighbors and for us to serve other people. And this is a great way to do it. It's not going to be until March, but we're going to be able to begin now with some of the training and getting moving. It's going to be good for us. It's going to be good for our neighbors, and it's great for clean water. So I think we should do it. This is a great thing we're a part of.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.